on his back, fighting him off in the first round. And then they start in the second round. Chandler moves straight to him, and Oliveira just pieces him up.
Oh, yeah, I do remember. Yeah, I do remember
Ooh,
that. Yeah.
he hit him with a clean left hook. It was clean.
I think I was there.
You might have been there.
Yeah, man, we had some good ass fights this year. And now, now Crawford's about to fight.
Yes, he's gonna fight Canelo.
Oh man,
I just hope he's big enough. I hope he's big enough to keep that dude off him, because Canelo hits so hard, man.
That's one dude that, like, I believe all the shit he be talking.
Crawford? Yeah. Oh, he's good.
He don't just be saying shit.
They tried to say that, like, Errol Spence was damaged because of what Crawford did to him, because he was damaged from the car accident. I'm like, maybe. Or maybe Crawford would have done that 3 years ago. I think he's that good. He's just so skillful. He's so slick. And when he gets, and he's also the best guy in the sport at switch hitting. He'll go from southpaw to orthodox and be just as good and trip you up. Like, you think he's going to start southpaw, he starts orthodox. You prepare for orthodox, he's fighting southpaw. He feels like he's got you timed better orthodox, he'll switch it up. You know,
super accurate.
Oh, like, just knows so much about boxing, about where to be and what.
Joe Rogan recently warned Canelo Alvarez to reconsider fighting Terence Crawford, as the reigning 147-pound champion's camp has confirmed a deal for the two to face off on September 13th. Rogan discussed the matchup on a recent episode of Asterisk, the Joe Rogan Experience Asterisk, alongside comedian Brian Simpson. While expressing admiration for Crawford's incredible skills in the ring, Rogan also addressed a major controversy surrounding Crawford's 2023 victory over Errol Spence Jr. after Crawford's dominant performance. Some speculated that Spence's defense had been weakened due to lingering effects from a severe car accident years prior. Rogan rejected this theory, arguing that Crawford's brilliance was the key factor and that he would have defeated Spence regardless of the injury. Rogan praised Crawford for his exceptional skill, calling him the best in boxing at seamlessly switching between southpaw and orthodox stances while maintaining effectiveness. He noted that Crawford's ability to confuse opponents was a result of his in-depth knowledge of boxing, particularly his understanding of positioning and anticipating his opponent's moves. With Rogan backing Crawford, the excitement for the showdown with Canelo Alvarez has grown, though not everyone shares the same view.
He's a strategist that's also entertaining.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's an artist.
Like, remember like a young B-Hop?
Yes.
It was like just so sharp and made it look almost entertaining. You know what I mean?
Roy Jones in his prime with art. You were watching art. He's piecing up people. It was an art form. Whew. All right, Brian Simpson. Let's wrap this bitch up. Bring it home.
Let's do it.
Everybody, BS Comedian on Twitter, BS Comedian on Instagram.
BrianSimpsonComedy.com for tour tickets.
Netflix special.
Live from the mothership.
Bam.
Streaming right now.
That's it. Thank you, brother.
Later.
Bye. Thank you.
Oh, you know one thing we forgot to talk about.
What?
I wanted to thank you for sending people to go watch that clip of WAP on YouTube.
Oh.
I got a lot of...
One of the best videos, or one of the best bits of all time. I love that. All right, go see it. It's on YouTube.
Mexican-American boxer David Benavidez didn't hold back when discussing the potential showdown between super middleweight champion Canelo Alvarez and American world champion Terence Crawford. In an interview with TNT Sports, Benavidez weighed in on the chances of both fighters, acknowledging that each dominates their respective divisions. Fully aware of the magnitude of the matchup, he emphasized that it had all the elements of one of the most exciting clashes in recent years. Benavidez praised Crawford's technical prowess, calling him one of the best technical fighters he's ever seen. However, he noted that when Crawford moved up to 154 pounds, he seemed to lack the power he had at 147 pounds, adding that he would need to jump 2 or 3 weight classes to face Canelo. Still, Benavidez believes Canelo is the clear favorite, given his natural advantages at 168 pounds, stating, "Crawford is one of a kind, but weight classes must be respected. I give Canelo the edge." Joe Rogan, however, expressed hope that Crawford could get into the right shape to face Alvarez. On Asterisk, the Joe Rogan Experience Asterisk, Rogan voiced his concerns about whether Crawford would be big enough to handle the challenge, particularly Canelo's powerful punches. Despite his admiration for Crawford, Rogan acknowledged the difficulty of facing such a hard-hitting opponent. As excitement builds for a potential September clash between Crawford and Canelo in Las Vegas, The debate over who holds the upper hand rages on. Adding fuel to the fire, Joseph Benavidez, David's older brother and WBC interim light heavyweight champion, has entered the conversation. Joseph knows Crawford's power firsthand, having suffered a brutal knockout loss to him in their 2018 WBL welterweight title fight. Despite this, Joseph's prediction for the upcoming super fight isn't solely based on experience. He also has a personal stake. His younger brother David never got the chance to face Canelo, a missed opportunity that denied him a platform to prove his talent. Now, with a potential Canelo versus Crawford fight on the horizon, Joseph has made his choice. Joseph Benavidez recently appeared at the press conference for the highly anticipated David Morrow versus David Benavidez showdown and spoke candidly about his thoughts on the Canelo versus Crawford match. He acknowledged Canelo's natural size advantage, but emphasized that a fight's outcome isn't determined solely by size. Crawford is a beast. He's smart. He knows what he's doing, said Josie. He also pointed out that many of Canelo's opponents appear mentally overwhelmed before the fight even begins, but he believes Crawford will enter the ring with a different mindset. Crawford is going in there to win, not to lose, he predicted. Others in the boxing world have different views. Mexican boxing icon Julio Cesar Chavez has thrown his support behind Canelo, predicting a knockout within 6 or 7 rounds. While he respects Crawford's talent, Chavez firmly believes Crawford will enter the ring with a different mindset. Crawford is going in there to win, not to lose, he predicted. Others in the boxing world have different views. Mexican boxing icon Julio Cesar Chavez has thrown his support behind Canelo, predicting a knockout within 6 or 7 rounds. While he respects Crawford's talent, Chavez firmly believes the 13-pound weight disparity will be too much for Crawford to overcome. On the other hand, Jake Paul has caused a stir by backing Crawford, saying that although the weight difference is significant, Crawford has the skill and is fresher than Canelo. If I had to put my money on it, I'd probably go with Terence, Paul stated. Unbeaten heavyweight champion Alexander Usyk also expressed his admiration for Crawford. Speaking on the Asterisk 3 Knockdown Rule Asterisk podcast, Usyk praised Crawford's ability to switch between southpaw and orthodox stances, calling him very smart and very, very smart. Usyk believes that while the 14-pound weight difference might seem daunting, Crawford's intelligence and adaptability will allow him to handle the challenge. The boxing community remains divided over who holds the upper hand in a potential showdown. Jaron Ennis, currently ranked as the #1 welterweight and IBF champion, has said he'll be eagerly watching the fight. While he doesn't lean toward Canelo, he doesn't back Crawford either, admitting it's a 50-50s fight. Crawford's career is approaching its final chapters. At 37, Crawford isn't focused on extending his career, but rather on making the most of the time he has left. His most recent fight, a unanimous decision win over Israel Madrimov in his 154-pound debut, earned him the #1 spot in the junior middleweight division. Alvarez, meanwhile, has successfully defended his super middleweight title twice. But Ennis believes the significant weight difference could impact Crawford's trademark speed and elusiveness. Veteran promoter Bob Arum, who had previously dismissed Crawford's chances against Canelo due to the weight difference, is now increasingly intrigued by the matchup. In late 2023, Arum had said that Canelo would easily defeat Crawford, though he expressed admiration for Crawford's skills and predicted his dominance over Spence. Arum acknowledged the intrigue of the fight, but remained confident in Canelo's victory, saying that while Crawford's skills are undeniable, he believed Canelo's power would be too much for Crawford to overcome.
Canelo wipes the floor with him. I love Crawford. I told you when Crawford and Spence that Crawford would beat the hell out of him. But Canelo is a different proposition. It's an interesting fight, but I think there's only one winner. Canelo is used to fighting at a particular level, and and I don't think that Terence can hurt Canelo, but Canelo can hurt Terence.